Hello, hello! Welcome to the show. SykoYoda back here with another adventure in Minecraft, and today we're continuing on down here in the Volcano of Doom. As you can see, I've done some stuff here. The way everything is set up now, it looks very good with that. We also connected this room up and made it pertified. Got that connected to both ends. We got a little bit of a natural window here. We got a whole bunch of staircases in place. The staircases to this have been changed, and now we have a glass feature in here, which allows us to see it through everything as we're looking up from down. And let's go ahead and head down so you can see what I added here. We're also starting a new staircase down into here, and we have another glass walkway that's going the opposite direction of the one above it, and this is going to allow me to use ender pearls to get in and around my area. Let's see if I can do this good. Dunk. So I'll be able to very quickly move around everything like a so. I'm going to be probably using ender pearls a lot. Found a natural lava lake. This was already here. I'm going to dig around it a little bit and keep it there, and then we'll probably have a waterfall feature right here where these guys are at. Also started leaving in the natural colors that I thought blended well. This includes that, gravel, and coal. Everything else I'm taking out. And to the point that that's kind of how I'm adding features in to the area. So if you look, that's going to end up changing, but we'll leave it as such for now. This was a alcove of this color. I don't remember the names of them offhand. And then I put in some little spiky bits, added some spiky bits all around up in the higher as well. And then this was a area of gravel, left some of it for that feature in there, and then we had a big area of the white here. So kind of, you know, taking out the stuff where it makes sense that might come out, might not, to make it look as natural as possible and have everything blended well. Also stopped this area right here. This is the tunnel or caving system that continued on. Started some chests in the area to make sure I have some storage in the vicinity. I'm still hearing tons of mobs in this area, and I don't know where they are, below or above somewhere. I'm going to find them. But this caving system wasn't all the way lit up when I was checking it out anyway, so it doesn't surprise me I'm hearing stuff. But that is that. I'm really liking this. Look. That's just cool. Like, you know, you can't make it invisible, but it might as well be. Just have this thing kind of hanging there with the portal. Gonna add to this concept as we go along with this project. It'll make more and more sense. But today I just kind of feel like chilling, recording this a little bit in advance. I feel like digging some holes, so I'm gonna do that. Right before your eyes, we're going to make this thing go down, down, down. Right now we are on level 32, and I don't know what level I want to bring this down to. I don't think I want to go all the way down necessarily, but it kind of makes sense to do that just simply because we'll end up getting diamonds out of it. So we'll see how far we end up going with it. But let's go ahead and see what comes out of this, shall we? Son of a bitch! And there you have it, folks. I completely dug the thing out. I didn't intend on doing it, but I went to bedrock, as you can see. I also had an accident, or an incident, doing this. It was a bit of an unfortunate event, but, you know, it was worth the fun that I had at making this montage, if you will, of video. You can see this is the lava pool here that I uncovered. I actually didn't uncover any other lava throughout the entire thing. Not even at level 11, 12, where you usually run into rivers and lakes. So I went ahead and kind of added in places. This was also from dugouts. Like this one was some of the white there. I don't remember what it's called. Granite, I believe. This one was also one from something. I believe that was a mixture of a couple of different things there. Just adding in stuff, and then you can see where the cobble is there and there. We're also going to do some waterfalls. Excuse me, waterfalls down, and then I have it bubbling up in those things, like the lava is coming into those pockets, which is why they're still full. I'm also going to do the same thing here before I put in the lava flow, and then I will probably end up having something by those locations, some sort of, you know, crafting stations or machinery, what have you. We're gonna utilize those sections. As you can see, I have a long ways down from that tunnel that you can use as comparison for the start of this video. And then I also have the beacon down here, and I think I'm going to go ahead and use a beacon in the center like this. So I'm going to come up with some way of covering this up, like maybe an island or something like that. We'll figure it out. But I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know if I'm going to do this on camera or off camera, but try to get some wither heads and get a nether star to give to Water Bear, or make another beacon to give to Water Bear. The iron blocks he's not concerned about. He has more than he knows what to do with, so we don't have to worry about getting those back to him. But I want to make sure that he gets repaid for everything else. A lot of things that what I was doing when I was going through here, I was just kind of blending stuff in and trying to make things work. And I talked about how these things came about by digging things out and then leaving spiky bits behind. And it definitely adds some texture and some variation and just, you know, creative looking, more like it was naturally spawned that way, really. So I want to kind of blend in the bottom doing the same kind of process. I need to get rid of all of the different rock colors that are there, aside from that one right there, and cover that stuff up. But as you can see, we have all these blends in here. I want to kind of do the same thing in the opposite. This is going to cause some issues with spawning possibilities here. for a little while, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal once we get everything in place. My concept is this, though. We'll essentially make it look like, I'll probably just do like that. We'll essentially make it look like we're having the same thing happen. This is a big hollow. This is where the lava has kind of filled everything up and eventually allowed things to come out. So we don't have to spend too much time on figuring out what to do with it here. Is that my silk touch? That is not. Today I'm just going to give you an idea of what I want to do there, so you understand what my plans are and where I'm heading with this. I think I'll do something like so, and that kind of gives that, you know, opposite effect that we have going on right there. So we can just do this however we want, kind of blend things in and make that work for us. And then as we come around, in fact, I don't think I'm going to use that there. As we come around and finish this off, I can then put in some lava blocks and maybe some coal blocks like I did with all the other lava pockets to kind of blend everything in. And then besides where there might be an island or two, the bottom's all going to be covered in lava. And so we really have that you know, full-fledged thing where the whole bottom is lava, making you feel like it could be even deeper still than it actually is. I want to head up top because I said that I would do this off camera. I want to show you guys the ground entrance and what I did with that cave there, so you can get an idea of what I'm thinking about doing for the rest of it as well. That is just a temporary place where I was taking the videos for showing the time lapse or the progress. Then I have all of this. I went through and did, you know, a good amount of this on camera, but I finished it off camera, adding in the different block types, gravel, the coal, etc. I'm getting a couple of lag spikes today, and I don't know what's causing it. It's very scary. I don't want to lose this, man. I've been working on this map for a long time. It'd suck for it to be corrupted. I don't know how that would happen, being as it's all vanilla, but something is causing me to have lag issues. Anyway, so I didn't, you know, do too much to it. Just added a little bit there. Look at that. What does that lag? I must be getting a download. I bet you $100 I'm getting a download right now. Yeah, my frames just shot up to 90. They were down to like 50 for a second there. It's very weird. Anyway, little bit of blending here and there. Lots of lava in there for the lights. Make it more El Natural looking. I think you haven't seen this yet. I added in ender pearl chest there. I also added in an ender pearl chest at the level of the portal. So essentially every entrance to my base, both the top entrance, the ground entrance, and the portal entrance all have a chest of ender pearls next to them, making it much easier to get around my place, because eventually that's going to be the choice situation. With the lava in here, elytra isn't really a good option, as Waterbear found out when he came over and checked progress on what I was doing. I think he tried to fly down the center and realized that he couldn't. There wasn't enough room to really make a make a attempt at it. So he ended up just going straight down and hitting somewhere up here in like one of the crevices. He went splat and everything went all over the place. He lost a few items in the lava there. It's just not viable for this particular setup that I've got going on here. But I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I think that there's going to be a lot of interest in creating more and more stuff for this here. Well, I didn't see anything printed in the background. I guess we'll just keep on keeping on and see what happens here. Also filled up a whole bunch of storage all the way up and down. We've got smooth stone here, and then we've got quite a bit of the granite, the diorite, and the andesites. We got some cobble here in the bottom, some dirt and gravel, but here's the cool one. I got 60 diamonds overall. That's using fortune to do all of this. Obviously tons and tons of coal, a good amount of lapis, quite a bit of emeralds because I'm in a extreme hills biome. Redstone is good, and iron also. I got quite a bit of that. I wanted to go ahead and, before I take off here, I'm going to change this beacon. Oh, that was something else I wanted to tell you guys about. I'm going to change this beacon over. So I believe I have 2 slabs that are, or 2 locations that are spawning slimes, but I know for sure that there is one basically right underneath that there. I don't know the exact location of that because I haven't taken the time to figure out where the chunks are and stuff yet, but I will definitely be utilizing that. There's just no reason not to. It's always great to have some sort of slime farm, and I don't need to go overkill like I have in the past with this because my base is going to be essentially around this. It'll pretty much always be in a loaded area, which means if I have an auto killing setup, I should be getting plenty. So I don't have to make one the size of the full chunk, especially since everything else is going to have lava on it. It'll automatically push spawns to that area. I also have already lit up that whole caving system up there, even a spot that I found up above, which was where some of the noise was coming from. So I'm hoping that we get a situation here where I want to do regeneration, and let's do speed and regeneration. Yes. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So now it's a little bit faster around here. That's normal speed. That's great. And we got regeneration, which is always good to have in your base. So we'll do that. I could put the jump boost on, but I just don't see the point unless you're going to do the full jump boost, because the single I think is only 1.5 blocks, and really it's not going to help us anything. So I can't really go get witherheads yet because I lost my my sword that had looting on it. I need to finish up making another one of those, which I did work on a little bit. Oh, the other chunk for the slimes there might be one over here. I've seen a couple times something spawn over this direction, so maybe it's like partially in the wall. I don't know for sure yet, but I'm definitely going to keep my eye on it, and we'll see if we can figure out what that is before I put the lava in, so I can get some sort of plans in place. I was going to go check out what I have for swattage. Let's go see what we got in the armory. So put a few things in the ender chest here. Made sure I had the emeralds that I needed and some diamonds to put some stuff on. I got 9 books on me, but I also had this stuff here. All I needed was a mending book. It's got Unbreaking 3, Sweeping Edge 2, Looting 3, Sharpness 5, and Knockback 2. I don't know if I'm going to like the knockback or not. I probably would have rather it had flame or fire, but we'll see what happens. Last I was using this guy, this was locked, so essentially you got to get him unlocked. There's a couple things that you should know about that, one of which is the best thing to, in my opinion, unlock with is bookshelves, because at least that way you get books. I'll just give him a few seconds and see what happens there. Nothing on that one. We'll try it again. Hopefully I don't use up all my emeralds getting this done here. Come on. Unlock, unlock. You can also give him paper, which I may end up doing here if I can find some around, or wait till those go for harvesting. But once you get him unlocked, you always want to just do one thing at a time in order to unlock him. You don't want to do multiple things at a time, because that doesn't increase your chances of unlocking him. Oh, come on. Now we've locked both things, so we're going to probably go to paper next. But the beauty of doing this is we needed more bookshelves, then we just do that, and we get more books. I mean, pretty self-explanatory, but some people may have not yet thought of that or seen somebody do that before. Let's see what else we got for trades here. Paper it is. Got them unlocked again using 1 emerald to get glass after using the paper that I could get my hands on. So let's go ahead and buy as many mending books as we can. Looks like right now we're able to get 2. That'll get us our sword for sure, and then maybe something else that we've been working on, which will be nice. I could probably get a few more emeralds fairly quickly, but we'll just stick with that. Actually, I'm gonna need more books, so I'm gonna probably do that. Get some books here, and we'll see what we come up with. Okay, 19 books, 2 mending books. That should be good. Put the rest of the emeralds back. We're about halfway there for another mending book. We also have this one here: Protection 4, Depth Strider 3, Unbreaking 3, Feather Falling 4. All I need to do is add mending to that as well, I believe. And we'll have another set of boots. We can stop using our battle armor since we lost our everyday stuff. So we'll head over. Oops. We'll head over here and work on that. So as you can see, I got my pointy stick. This thing is the pointy thing, because I lost the pointy stick. I'm breaking 3, sweeping 2, looting 3, sharpness 5, knockback 2, and mending. And then I also put on the Psycho's tap shoes, protection 4, depth strider 3, unbreaking 3, feather falling 4, and mending. So got a couple of good tools to add to our selection of things that we can use. And I gotta say, I used to not be a fan of the I don't know what it's even called, the swipe thing here with the sword. I've gotten quite used to it, so now that it isn't a thing anymore with the axe, I don't tend to use the axe too often anymore. I think I would still in a battle arena type of situation if I was going to go try to kill somebody, or also if I'm going specifically up against a mob like the dragon or the wither boss, where you're going to be fighting a single entity. Then that definitely makes sense. But for overall, like, I'm going to go caving use, it's actually, in my opinion, better to have this. You get a chance to land swings on multiple things at one time. If you get yourself in a situation where you're getting overran, you have that ability to hopefully get out of it by simply utilizing the functions of this swipe thing. And I'm not too familiar with the sweeping edge. I don't even know how high it can go. If it's probably, I would assume 3. I know that it's supposed to make the attack for the sweep more effective versus the sharpness is a single target. I didn't think you would be able to put both of them on the same weapon, but it looks like you can, so far be it for me to not use it, right? I'm going to keep on working on this for a bit, see what else I can get here. I do have an Unbreaking 3 set of leggings and Fire Protection 3. I'm going to be adding these together to make my new set of hot pants, but I want to add thorns to it, and I didn't see any in here. Oh, here's a thorns 1. That's also something that doesn't come up all that often. It might be one of those things where I might be better off buying the books outright. Unfortunately, I just spent all of my emeralds, so we'll see what we can do here. Well, no such luck on the no such luck on the whatchamacallits, thorns, so we'll probably do that via the books from the villagers themselves. But I did pick up some books here that I thought were worth keeping. Went ahead and kept them. I had the Smite and the Infinity. The rest of them I brought over. And we'll probably make a place for all of these to go eventually. But right now we'll just stick them right there. I also, of course, have extra ender pearls from over there. I'll go ahead and just throw them somewheres at the moment. Running low on the food. I'm going to go ahead and grab the steak. And we're going to head to the nether to see if we can where do I want to put these? See if we can figure out. Hi, chicken. See if we can figure out some wither heads, wither skulls. Get some of them. Let's do. Nope. Nope. Grrr. Got my first one finally. I'm actually over here by Rain's portal. There's a much bigger and better laid out. A lot of it's over lava, so I've seen a lot more nether skeletons in the area. Wither skeletons, not nether skeletons. I guess they're the same thing, more or less. I tell you what, I think something's bugged with the freaking nether. The way that the ghasts and the these guys, Blaze, are acting. Something is afoot. Something is not right. They seem to see you way before you can see them, and there's no sound bites playing, audible sound bites playing when they shoot, which is odd, to say the least. Ended up getting quite a few supplies to add to my stupid chicken brewing stuff and replenish a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in there as well. Let's see here, but that's always a good thing to have. And grabbed some more netherwort while I was there. Went ahead and just farmed what there was, basically. Got a couple of tiers. Also picked up some soul sand and got my wither heads. I already have some instant health potions on me and some resistance. I'm thinking I'm gonna make a apple to go in there. Not a notch apple per se, just a standard apple will do just fine. Go ahead and add that in there. Like a show. Let's see here. Got some apples somewhere. And here. Oh, and here. Yes. Right there. Like a show. And let's see if we can't get this wither knocked out, right? It's always a good thing. I probably don't need to have all this crap on me, but we'll go ahead and keep it on me just the same. Actually, just so I don't lose anything I don't need. Go ahead and do that. And we'll do some of this stuff. Do I have any strength made up? I got a regeneration. I'll go ahead and grab one of those. Shouldn't be too difficult at this point. We've done the the mob enough times. Oh, that doesn't belong in there anymore. Let's go ahead and put that where it belongs, and that. Well, I'm gonna leave that in there. I'm finicky. What can I say? Okay, I've done this enough times, and it's kind of, you know, been figured out that we pretty much know the easy way to go about this. There's always different methods that people try to figure out or use, but realistically the cheapest, easiest, fastest way to do it is essentially dig down, make a small chamber, put the guy in his room, and go to town. There's really no point in trying to figure out a different way to do it anymore. In my opinion, it's just that easy. A lot of people like the idea of using the nether situation where you find a place to kind of trap them up at the top, but they go down so fast anymore that you really don't need to worry about that. In my personal opinion. Let's see here. Got that. Got bow. Got decent armor on, and we should be good to go. Again, we don't need half of this stuff, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and do these and then put those on my bar. Okay. Always put fire protection on, because that way if he blows up some area that has lava in it or something like that, you're protected. If you don't do that, you can always run into a situation where you find yourself being covered in lava all of a sudden. And that is really the only negative to doing it this way, is you could randomly have a situation where he may... I guess the Wither boss doesn't have to be a he, does it? Anyway, he may destroy the star by making the room full of lava, but it's always a possibility. But you know, we're willing to take the risk on that. Let's go ahead and dig down here a little bit. In fact, I hear lava right here, so this would be a bad spot to do it. You hear that? Bubbly, bubbly. That's what you want to avoid. If you hear that, no bueno. No bueno. So, we'll go to a different spot real quick. How about this way? I don't hear anything in the area. We'll call this one good. Go ahead and throw some lights up. See what's going down, Charlie Brown. And then we just make a little room for him. Oh, here we go. Now we're close enough we can get that too, which is nice. We'll have regeneration. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I might end up breaking into my into my area. That would actually suck quite a bit. Hopefully we're not that close. We'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens in the next episode, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos. And hope to see you here next time as we continue to create, explore, talk about life, things, and stuff. As usual, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.